address, and it is a very sad story. It's a poignant account of a daughter, and it is settled on the timeline of pre-war and post-war period. And if we connect it with our emotions, then this chapter is gonna be very much easy. Otherwise we can read it with our interest, because it is an interesting chapter. And in this chapter we will see how people have to suffer during the war times, how they were restricted for various things. They can't go, like they can't even have life of their livelihood, and some there is loss of lives, loss of their belongings, loss of everything, their loving, their loved ones, everything. And there were too much harsh conditions that time. एंड इस चैप्टर में भी यही पढ़ेंगे. और देखो इधर लिखा गया एक दिस इज अ सैड स्टोरी ऑफ अ डॉटर हु गोज इन मदर बिलोंगिंग्स आफ्टर द वॉर इन हॉलैंड, and when she finds it, then she memorize everything of her past, but due to some reason she can't get it, and she decide to forget about all this and move on. And after that, this lines the story starts with, do you still know me? The narrator asked. narrator is the इसका नाम नहीं बताया गया है, बट शी इज़ अ ज्यूइश. एंड उस टाइम जो हॉलैंड में जो वॉर चल रही थी, दैट इज़ आई थिंक अगेंस्ट द ज्यूइश. एंड वाइल देयर इज़ वन मोर नेम इन द चैप्टर विच इज़ डॉर्लिंग. डॉर्लिंग इज़ अ नॉन ज्यूइश, एंड SS. This can be important, this Mrs. SS, because this time we have MCQ based question answers, question paper, therefore is important. So this story starts with a line, do you still know me? तो woman look at her in a very different manner, and थोड़ा सा गेट ओपन करती है वो woman and came closer to her, and the narrator comes closer to her and stood on a step. And after that the woman कहती है, no, I don't know, who are you? So then she tells her that I am the Mrs. S's daughter. She hold her hand on the door to prevent it opening more, because she don't want Charity to look inside. And after that she want her belongings, and she was just doesn't have any sign of recognition. She don't want to show her that she recognize her. After that after this behavior of the woman, Mrs. Darling, the narrator thought that it's the wrong address, I think so. But then when she when she look properly at the woman, then she get it that she has worn a green cardigan of her mother, and its wooden buttons got peeled from washing. And after that the woman was trying to hide herself behind the door. Then the narrator get it, no, it is not the wrong address. She hadn't rung the wrong bell. It's the right address, and where she have to come, it's that address. So woman narrator asked, do you know my mother? So woman said, no, I don't. Do you come back? I think nobody would come back. And please connected with some emotions, that war time was too much harsh, that a woman thought that nobody will come, but all will get died in these by the who were repressed by the rulers or by the emperors that time, like Hitler wala period we have studied in last class. Very much harsh period that was. And then the narrator tell, only I have come back, nobody else. And it seems like uske पीछे कोई दरवाज़ा बंद हुआ है, and a musty smell emerged. And after that woman said, I can't do anything for you, please. I can't, I'm not convenient for now, I can't see you, and I will talk to you another time. She just nodded and closed the door. And after that somebody on the window sees outside, looks outside. And then the woman, the Mrs. Darling said her because it's her daughter, 15 years, and said her that nobody inside, she wants nothing. And then when the narrator recalls the nameplate in which Darling was written on black letters on a white animal, and On a jam a little bit higher, number 46 was written, and she remembers the address. And when she was walking to the back to the station, then she thought about the mother who has given her address years ago. And it was a matlab, pre-war period, when it was the war period, yeah, it was the war period, when she has to when she was in home for a few days, and it like she uh, sees that something is missing in the house. Daily some more things get missed. Then she asks her mother, what is this? Her mother tells her that a woman, Mrs. Darling, who is her uh, who is her acquaintance, her friend, she suddenly changed her address. And due to wartime, people also have to shift, and some people have to stay hiding for surviving. And you can see a film uh, last year, Annie Frank. The film is very much great, and it will show you that how bad that time period was. And okay, and after that, mother says that she has changed her address, and she came regularly, and she insisted me to take something with her. She want to help us, she want to keep our belongings. She she is caring for her. She has fear that we can't lose anything, so therefore she tell the whole silver go in one away. This all shows that the narrator's family is very much rich before the pre-war period. Okay, and after the post-war period, she have to live in a rented room. Her conditions get worse at this time. Okay, now that's back to the topic. And after that, she took her all the silver table silver in one go. And after that, antique plate she has taken with her. She has trouble in carrying the large vases, and her mother was worrying that she can get crick matlab cramps in the muscle in her back. And after that, her mother was feeling some pity on her, because she was daring to do a lot for them, but it was actually doing she was Mrs. Darling was doing it for them, not for her mother. Okay, then the narrator asked her mother, have you agreed with her that she should keep everything? Then the mother cried and says, is it necessary? If I would ask her this question, then it will be our insult and their insult. And she is helping us. She is putting her life into risk for us. Then I can't ask this question. And after that, she looked her at us in a scolding way. And after that, they don't talk about it, following it. And we see that the author was walking, but she isn't paying much attention to anything, because she doesn't want to memorize anything, because she knows that she can't get anything here except then a sadness if she pays much attention to the streets, the houses, which she has there on which the time she has a precious time before the pre-war period. And after the post-war, she is they all life sandwich changed. Okay, so then she was in the train back, then Mrs. Darling was front of her again. And matlab the pre-war war period, the narrator is telling us that is then जब वो थोड़ा लेट उठी मॉर्निंग में, then she saw that her mother has told about her the next the morning. The mother has told about her the next day. In the evening, she found the met Mrs. Darling, who has a broad back. And then narrator's mother tell her that meet my daughter. Then Mrs. Darling nodded and picked up a suitcase under the coat rack. कोट रैक इज़ एक्चुअली रैक फॉर एक ऐसी जगह अलमारी वगैरह में होती है, उधर वेस्टर्न कंट्री में ज़्यादा होती है कोट रखने के लिए, अलग अलग ऐसे सूटकेस जगह बनी होती है, रैक्स वगैरह. दैट इज़ नॉट एज कोट रैक. एंड द वुमेन हैज़ ब्राउन अ ब्राउन कोट and a shapeless head. And after that, narrator asks her mother, does she live far away? Because she has carried a very much heavy objects. So therefore, she asking that she is living far away or near. That she has picked up such a heavy object or coat rack. And after that, her mother tells us that she lives in the Marconi Streets, number 46, and remember that. And after the post war, you should take everything from her. Therefore, she told her. And narrator still remembers it, and she has waited a long. She has waited a lot to go there. And after when she was liberated, matlab she was alive. After the even after liberation, obviously she have to suffer a lot during the when she was taken away by the rulers, or but still she was alive after the liberation. And she was not more interested in the stored stuff, and she was rather afraid of it, that everything in which she was connecting, if doesn't get away from her, or she can't get it, or when you see know this, they all were be in boxes or cupboards, and until they place in their own place, back to their place, they are useless for anybody. And these all things have to suffered a lot, have to like things to go away from the narrator and their mother. And because they are things, therefore they have to endure and suffered a lot. And okay, after that the situations became more normal, and everything was suited for narrator. Like the narrator talk about the room where she has a rented room, and where she can see outside view in the glancing day. And after that, one day she get interested and curious about the things of her mother belongings, and she want to see them, touch them, remember them. So she knows that her first visit to Mrs. Darling's house get in vain. Now she tried to do it second time, decided to try it again second time. And now rather than Mrs. Darling, a girl of 15 years old opened the door, and the narrator asked her if your mother was at home. So the girl said no, she's not home. She is doing an errand. Errand means buying some things for house, जैसे कुछ छोटी मोटी चीज़ें खरीदना, household things. Okay. तो narrator says कोई नहीं, I'll wait for her. And after that the girl follow. मतलब girl take her inside the house, and there was narrator saw a old fashioned iron hunakka, a candle holder, which is hung next to the mirror. And the narrator remembers it that it is theirs, but they never used it because it is too much complex rather than a single candlestick. So the girl asked her to sit down, and then she take her into the living room. And the narrator was very much disturbed by seeing all this. She was standing in the middle of everything that was her. And but the atmosphere was very much different. Everything was arranged in such a tasteless manner that she doesn't even want to see it. But after that the girl moved a chair, and the narrator sat down on it. And after that the girl asked to her for coffee. Then the narrator says thank you, and she was touching the woolen tablecloth and rubbing her fingers on it, following the patterns. And it was burning from one side, and she know it shouldn't be repaired. It has not been repaired. And she get it because of the tasteless manner that everything was arranged. She saw that it hasn't been repaired. After that, when the girl returned with the tea cups, and for ready on the tea table. And then she saw that she has a broad back like her mother, and she poured the tea from a white pot which has a gold border in its lid. And then she opened the box and took some spoons out. The everything was there, everything they were using was of narrator's mother's belonging. But the narrator speaks out something. She said, that's a nice box. And the narrator, for narrator it was strange that I am saying nice to my own things, It's so different because when the narrator has everything, she doesn't know the actual meaning and even actual value of the things. But when they get deprived of her, when they get away from her, then she get it. Wow, this is nice, this is mine. It is too much valuable, that more than I thought. Okay, and after that everything in the room was sounding different because nothing is a proper way arranged. And after that girl turned around, gave her tea, and said her that my mother says it's antique. And after that she said that she has a lot more. She was pointing towards many things, but the narrator doesn't have any need to follow her hands. And she was because she know that which thing is her, where thing they should have placed. And she look at the tea table, and after that she look at the Peter plates on which she used to fancied apple. And then she said we use everything. The girl says that we use everything once we ate off in the plates that hanging on the wall. They are my favorite. I just wanted too much them, but it doesn't have anything special. So the narrator was looking for a burning mark on a wooden tablecloth, as I have told you, and now she get it. द गर्ल वॉज लुकिंग क्वेश्चनली एट मी, लाइक अगर कोई हमारे घर में हम आके हमारी कोई ख़राब चीज़ देखेगा तो हमारा भी रिएक्शन दैट विल द सेम. सो नथिंग डिफरेंट फॉर इट. एंड आफ्टर दैट शी सेड येस you you used to get to these things to touch, and you hardly look at that anymore. This shows that the narrator is saying them that you get these things to touch, therefore you doesn't have much value of them, you hardly look at them anymore. You should have noticed when something is missing, because it has to be repaired to you have lent it. Or you should always pay attention when something is missing, and everything has to be repaired because you have lent it, I think. And after that the every sound, even her voice, was very much strange for the narrator. And after that she recalls that once she was ill and she had to live at the home. Then she helped her mother to polish the silver spoons, and when the forks and knives. And after that the girl said that the cutlery in which we ate off every day was of silver. The girl laughed again. And after that the narrator said that I bet you don't know it is either. The girl asked what we eat with. The narrator saying, well, do you know? The narrator said that it's either. तुम्हें पता होगा चीज़ों के बारे में. तो गर्ल कहती है क्या तुम्हें पता हम किस में खाते हैं. तो नरेटर कहती है यू नो वेरी वेल अबाउट इट. तो ओके, तब वो थोड़ा हेजिटेट करती है और देन वॉक टू साइडबोर्ड एंड वांटेड टू ओपन अ ड्रॉर and said I'll look it's in here. And then the narrator stand up and jumped from here. And she said, I was forgetting the time, I must catch my train. Then the girl has her hand on the drawer and asked her, don't you want to wait for my mother? And the narrator said, no, I have to go, I must go. So the girl pulled the drawer which was open, and the narrator said, I can find my own way. So then when she was passing along the gate, and then she heard the jingling of spoons and forks, and when she came at the corner of the road, then she looked up at the nameplate, Marconi Street and number 46. Address was correct, but she didn't want to remember it anymore. Why? Because the things which was linked to her memory which doesn't come back, and because they are now lost their value, because they are not with you, they are they have taken away from us, they are severed from us. So they just all in a strange surroundings. They are, if we see them in a strange surroundings, then it's not ours. So firstly the narrator was very much uh, Amir, rich, and after that post war time she have to live in a small rented room where the shreds of black out paper hanging along the window, and no more than a handful cutlery was fitted in the narrator's table drawer. मतलब firstly she used to have silver cutlery, but now she has just a simple cutlery in her table drawer. So then narrators try to resolve everything and forget everything that was essential. सो इसका थीम क्या है? इस चैप्टर का थीम है कि प्री वर्क पोस्ट वर्क के टाइम लोगों को कितना सफ़र करना पड़ा और थिंग्स की वैल्यू हमें कैसे समझ आई, इस इज़ द थीम। एंड आफ्टर दैट जो उसको वो सब कुछ भूलना क्यों चाहती है, क्योंकि पहले तो वो इसलिए भूलना चाहती है कि वो उसको वापस नहीं मिलेगा, और अभी जो चीज़ हमसे ले चुकी है वो अब हमारी चीज़ सबसे ज़्यादा हमसे उससे ज़्यादा दूर नहीं रह सकती। मतलब वो अब वो चीज़ हमारे पास अटैच नहीं है, और उसको अभी कुछ इंटरेस्ट भी नहीं है उसमें। So therefore she just leaves the address, forget about it, and just carry on in her own life. So that's all about the chapter.